We've got a great question today, one that's relevant to pretty much everybody, and that is, how do we find more time? But not time just for anything, time for developing our people, our highest payoff activity.
I recognize that I need to spend more time developing my people. The challenge is I just can't seem to find the time. Between meetings, reporting, and everything else, how can I find the time to coach my people?
Oh boy, that's a great one. We get that one a lot. In fact, one of the biggest challenges that you hear as you're talking to other leaders is, how do you find the time with all of the meetings, the firefighting, the distractions, all of the stuff that we have to do every day? How do we really find time to coach, to mentor, to develop our people? Well, the challenge is, candidly, part of the challenge is we just have to change our perception of what we think of when it comes to developing our people. Because oftentimes what comes to mind is the one-on-one meetings where we're sitting down and we're having this deep discussion with somebody. But in reality, most of our best coaching moments aren't going to come in those one-on-one meetings when we're sitting down in an office. In fact, most of our impactful coaching moments are really going to be those leadership moments that we exercise when we're in the midst of a conversation, whether it's in a hallway or when we pop into somebody's office. Because one of the things we want to recognize as leaders is that every conversation we will ever have with one of our people will always offer us up at least one leadership moment. And that's a moment in time where we can recognize somebody for one of their accomplishments, where we can help them more clearly see the vision of what it is that we're trying to achieve as a team, help them to have a more clear linkage to the meaning, the significance of their role in that vision. Or even for us to challenge a limiting belief that might be holding them back a little bit. You see, when you look at those people who are the most impactful of coaches and mentors, they are the ones who are looking for those leadership moments in the conversations, and they exercise them, they leverage them when those are presented. Now, we'll give you a little tip on this one. You see, every conversation you will ever have with anybody, this includes at home, every conversation you ever have will always offer you up one of those leadership moments. The key is to catch them in the moment. But in the early phases of things, what will happen is you'll catch your leadership moments in reflection. So get in the habit, as you're walking away from a conversation, just ask yourself, what was the leadership moment in that question? What was the leadership moment in that discussion? What was the leadership moment in that interaction? And as you're reflecting on that, you'll catch those leadership moments. And the more you condition yourself that way, the more you will begin to catch them live, in the moment. And that's when you'll really make the transition to becoming a truly great coach and mentor.